What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Connect Realty Podcast, episode 23? 23. Today we have a very... Jordan number, yeah.
Jordan 23.
Today we have a guest that needs no introduction. You guys all know him as Citas or Marv.
Hi, guys.
Marvin's here today because he has a new career.
Do I clap?
No, I guess running it back to introduce Marvin a little bit better. My best friend, my best man in my wedding, friends for over 20 years. It's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
2004 we met.
Yeah, right after high school.
Now it's 2025, 21 years.
I don't know how I did it to keep you around.
I know it's been it's been one of those friendships that you love to hate or you hate to love, back and forth. But no, through those last 20 years, I mean, I guess even before we met, you've been doing construction, drywall.
20 years, carpenter.
20 years.
Right out of high school, 18, 38 now. And yeah.
So how is it to go from that to a new industry? Why don't you tell them what you're doing now? Tell everybody what you're doing.
So I work for a company. It's called Legacy Power. Sorry, take that out the way. Legacy Power. So what we do is we sell electricity for cheaper rates than SDG&E. So the way that we help people is through solar. We don't sell solar panels, but that's the way that we can help people.
So reverse. You guys do sell solar panels, but maybe the better option is not to buy panels right now.
Yeah.
Just to buy.
Exactly. It's called the PPA, Purchase Power Agreement. It's the way to go, I think, because you save money and you don't have to put anything out of your pocket to go solar, and bills are high and keep going up. SDG&E is a monopoly, so they go up like 4 times a year. So
I think before we go any deeper into the solar, how about we talk about why you made the move and how has it been going from construction from 20 years to now doing door-to-door sales?
Okay. I did construction 20 years. I think my body's kind of over it. Yeah, I have a lot of wear and tear. My shoulder, my elbow.
Your finger?
My
famous
finger.
finger?
If you guys see it, broke it, never fixed it. But, yeah. Well, not broken anymore. It's healed, but all retarded.
I'll tell you what, though, that hasn't affected your golf swing at all.
Thank you. I'll take that.
The shoulders, the
Yeah.
arms, the fingers.
I'll take
I
that.
don't know. He doesn't have that shot no more.
I know.
I haven't seen you out on the court, but
I used to be good at basketball, bro. And we went the other day to go shoot hoops, and I was like, God, what happened to my shot? I think it's the Kobe fingers broken, so. But, yeah, so I think after 20 years, I finally decided to maybe look for something else to make a living. And I got a chance to get into this company, and I think it's a good opportunity. I can help people while I'm making money, and I think that's important. It's not just like, boom, I'm trying to make money. I'm really trying to help people, and it's hard work, but I mean, just trying to stay at it and keep going.
Yeah, and I think, I've known you for so long. I think it's a good place for you to be because you know so many people. Literally, I know a lot of people, but this guy knows more people than I do. Like, everywhere we go, they're like, where's Marvin? Or, Marvin? I know you're friends with Marvin. Like, everybody knows who you are. And so I think, sticking to it and, like you said, helping people, finding the reason why you're doing it, you could be great at this. I mean, you could be great at anything you do, but this is one of the things that you control your own destiny. You're on a commission base, so the more you sell, the more you make, and going from something that's like a steady income and making that jump, it's scary for people. Not a lot of people do that.
Yeah. So the way, to be honest, I had a little bit of money saved, and I was like, okay, because it's hard to get a deal. Like, it's door-to-door sales. I've never done sales in my life, so it was something new. And then, you get to the door and people don't know who you are. They see a guy, I have tattoos, or like, who's this big-ass Mexican guy here, like, at my doors. And it gets dark early, so that's even harder, because it's like 5 p.m. It's not late, but it's dark. They're like, what the hell's at my door right now? So it's a hard thing, like, do sales. It's like,
but you jumped into it, and the first month into it, you had 2 sales. Right?
yeah. I jumped into it. First 2 months, first month I had 2. I actually had 4, and 2 canceled. People got cold feet, I guess, or whatever, and it's part of the game. But yeah, so I got 2, and I saw my check, and I was like, okay, like this is good. Like I could keep going at it.
Make a living.
Yeah, I can make a living. And it's hard work though, you know what I mean? Because you're basically knocking doors all day.
Well, that and I think you're trying to gain the respect and make a relationship with somebody that you've never met, right? So that's why it's good to go back into your network, find the people that already trust you, and sell to the people that you know.
Yeah.
And then something that I pride myself on is referrals. I'm big on referral base. Like most of my business comes from referrals. So I hope I could teach you that and like grow that into your business, right? There's a reason that you're on the podcast. Obviously, it's to promote Marvin and Legacy Solar, right? Like we bought a house here in Chula Vista, and we used Legacy before you started to get our solar. They did a great job, and unfortunately, you weren't there at the time.
I need you to take it off. So I can
you weren't there at the time, but now we can refer you
yeah.
out and your company out to, say our clients. So if anybody needs solar, reach out to Marvin. He's your guy. And I think that now we can start talking.
My mom just got solar a couple months before you started. I wish she waited.
Yeah.
Another 2 sales.
I know. See.
And it's crazy because like so many people need this
More
product,
people are
right?
gonna keep getting
But they don't have someone trustworthy that they can go to.
or they don't know about it.
Yeah, or they don't know about it. They get
They don't know the correct information. That's what.
or they get sold, right? Because it's a sales pitch. Right?
Exactly, and everybody has horror stories which have
Right,
happened,
yeah.
and everybody knows somebody that's had like, oh,
Something
don't go
happened
solar,
that-
like it's fake or it's this or that. But I think when it started, it was basically people were. Just
It was
trying
the
to
Wild West.
Yeah, people were just trying to sell, and make their money, and they didn't
Yeah.
care if they were saving the person money.
And I think that's something that while you're doing your job, you take that feedback and like you follow up with people. You talk to people. You're making a relationship with them, and you're hoping that referral goes past them, maybe their cousin, their aunts, And the only way you could get that referral is if you do good business, if you do right by them.
Yeah.
If you're literally out there to help people and save them money, then you got to answer your phone. You got to point them in the right direction. I know there's some people, salesmen, after the sale, boom, cut it off, and then you never talk to them again. You
They're
call
out.
them, they don't answer you. So I know that's something that happens in the industry. I would say, make sure that you have like a follow-up system. Even like, reach out to your clients after 6 months and say like, hey, thank you for signing up with me. How's the solar going? You know what I mean? Because that goes so much further than just like, boom, sell, on to the next one.
Yeah.
To keep the relationship going.
No, yeah, that's
Even sending them like a Starbucks gift card.
yeah, that's
once in a while.
something big that the company that I work for, they really talk about that, like doing follow-ups, like, oh, and it's not only after you're done, or even if the people cancel on you, reach
Keep
out to
following
them
up.
in a month or two and be like, hey, how's it going? Like, we're in town or whatever it is, we're still here to help you. If you have any questions, we could answer, whatever,
Yeah, because people change their mind.
Yeah.
They go through different ups and downs in their life. And I think the one thing that's not going to change is the STG&E bill, right? Like it's only going to go up. They keep charging more and more. People keep adding more kids or more AC units.
Yeah, everything.
And that's something that, like you said, it's a monopoly. It's crazy that we've let it get to this point where we have one option or 2 options, for electricity, right? One is pay your SDG&E bill or don't use electricity, right? And then the second option is try to get solar and try to like offset that cost.
Yeah. So crazy story. We go and work in San Jose a lot, and we went to a house. These people haven't had electricity for 10 years. They don't want to pay electricity, and they live in there, and they have no.
So what do they
Sit there by candlelight at
I,
night.
yeah,
Have
I
a
swear.
generator or what?
Did they have a generator? Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's how they live, and they're like, They don't even have a meter or anything on the side of the house. And they're like, yeah, like they're basically like,
They just
F the
don't want
company.
to,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're like, we're not going to pay
That's
all that money.
crazy.
Bills are high up there. So, yeah, that's why people do what they have to do, I guess, to.
But I've seen some
I mean,
crazy
it's not
stuff.
a bad idea.
Check it out. Candlelight.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right.
bro,
You guys couldn't
10
go.
years.
Cold
She
showers.
couldn't go one day without electricity.
Like, we need our hair
Yeah.
done, the girls.
No, I've seen some crazy stuff like selling houses. Over my career, like people that like hot wire the electricity
yeah.
before the meters
Yeah,
and like crazy stuff.
we've seen stuff like that too. A lot of illegal stuff that it's not permitted and people. Yeah, hot wiring basically too.
But
They're,
they,
like, running
Yeah.
but like the
from the
electricity companies have people that check that, right? Like,
Yeah.
they go out and they do casual checks if they
Yeah.
see like your meter's not running and you know, and they go out and like, what's going on?
Or
It's not
especially
gas.
when you go solar too, they have to go to your house and check your meter and all that.
I mean, even
Yeah.
when you get it, they still charging you for something. Right?
Yeah.
I still get an SDG&E bill, so
Yeah.
it's, they have such a like a strangle on the whole network that it's crazy. And hopefully there's more and more options that come out that could keep saving people money. And solar being one of those where like, all right, I think we could pull it up, but I think like it's what 55 cents SDG&E charges you a kilowatt,
It's from 45 to 50 cents.
depending on the time of the day,
Depending exactly.
right? And then if you sign up with your guys' company, what's your average savings?
Average savings is about 25 to 30 cents. So, but on average, on a bill, you'll save from 20 to 40% on the bill.
So that's a huge savings, 40%. And I think what you're talking about, the PPA, right?
Yeah.
Explain that what it is to people instead of purchasing solar.
So okay, back in the day when solar started, it was basically like you had to buy it
Or lease it.
or lease it, and it was expensive to buy it. 40 grand, 50 grand. People had to take out loans, and if you basically leased it, they could put a lien on your house if you stop paying it and all that. So with this new program that they have, the PPA is basically you have an agreement with our company that you're gonna buy electricity from us for 25 years. And people get scared. They're like, oh, 25 years, they hear it, right? But it's like, how long have you been living here? Oh, I've been here for 13 years. In 13 years, you've paid SDG&E. And you're going to keep paying them until you
And
die.
they're going to keep raising the rates
Yeah,
on it
well,
too.
you're going to keep raising the rates. So what the PPA does is basically they sell you a kilowatt from 25 to 30 cents. It's an agreement, 25 years, and you're locked in at one price. But the way they do it is they check your annual usage, and they give you enough kilowatts for the year to
make sure you're covered.
So you're covered. Sometimes they'll even give you a little bit more. Like they ask you, hey,
Do you want to use your AC a little
do you
bit
plan on using AC, or I'm going to get a Tesla, I'm going to be charging my car, or like stuff like that. So that's the way that works. Yeah.
I think too, the benefit of that and not buying it now, well, they changed a lot of laws, right? And I only
Yeah.
know this because being in real estate, we have to look into solar for our clients. There's a lot of times where they want to buy a house, and then we have to look over, hey, they bought solar, we have to take this over, or they're in a PPA contract, we have to take this over for you to buy the house.
Yeah.
And so some of the big changes is they went from NEM 1, the net metering 1, to net metering 2, and now we're in net metering 3, right? In net metering 3, you have to have a backup battery for your solar generation to be worth money because you're not making any money selling that energy back to SDG&E. They cut the price on it so much, right? Yeah. That's one reason I wanted to get into NEM 2 in our house here in Chula Vista because we're able to generate money and our bill is covered.
Yeah.
So that's why we like pushed it. We went fast and we got it. But now that we're in a NEM 3, right, the contract 3, whatever it is, if you buy the solar, if you don't have the backup batteries, you're not doing any justice.
This doesn't work.
You're getting like a discounted rate on the solar, but you're paying $50,000 for the panels. Yeah. It doesn't make sense. Also, from my understanding, the batteries are very expensive, and the technology is not there yet because you have to replace those batteries, right? Every 7 to 10 years or something.
Yeah, they say they last 8 to 9 years, and yeah, they're super expensive. So when you buy, you get the 8 9 years after that. You're on your own. If your battery goes out,
Yeah, and then you
pay out
have
of your
to.
pocket.
You obviously too have to, realize that cost, right? So if
Yeah.
you're paying $10,000 for a battery, are you really saving on your electricity bill? So I think what you guys are pitching and what you guys are selling, the PPA, is right now in this market the way to go, right? Because they maintain the panels, or
Yep.
your company maintains the panels. They maintain if there's a battery. I don't know if you
Yeah, the
charge
battery
it.
goes out. Come put a new battery.
You're covered under warranty,
Yeah,
and then you're
panels.
stuck in for a discounted rate for 25 years, which we know already. There's planned increases, right?
Yeah, there's like 4 years, so yeah, you're set at one price, and then with the PPA too, what people don't know is if your house qualifies, you have to pay nothing out of your pocket. It's the company basically pays everything, installation, everything.
Yeah, they come and put it on for free.
Yeah, you don't have to pay nothing out of your pocket. All you do is basically pay electricity.
What things would be?
Qualify.
Yeah, what things would hold you back in order to like make that happen for free?
So what qualifies you is the roof structure. If your roof is good, your framing, if your bill is high enough, because there's people that
They don't
they're like,
use
I want to go solar, and their bill's like $80-90 a month.
You're not gonna really
Yeah,
save
we're
on
like,
it.
you know
Not
what?
worth
Yeah,
it.
it's not worth it. If you plan on using more energy later, it may be, but right now it's not worth it. Just stay where you're at, But
Do
yeah,
you come across a lot of people like that you take a look at their bill and they're not paying enough? So
yeah.
you
A
just
lot
feel
of people,
they
they're
look-
like,
Like, how does someone's bills below 100?
I mean, but that's
insane.
kind of cool that you're hearing that you're not out there just to sell something.
no, yeah, like there's people that would, like, for instance, we went to a house, and he's like, I have solar already, and I'm still paying like $200-300 a month, and we're like, what's going on? So what happened? This guy got his system. The system never got turned on. I swear, he was paying for it.
That's crazy.
He was paying for it. So another company came, and he's like, hey, it's, I'm
not
still
working.
paying it. Like, yeah. So this company sold him another system. Yeah. So now he had two systems, and he was paying a lot of money, and that could have all fixed if the first time, if somebody would have helped him, like somebody honorable, but
Some vultures out
yeah,
there.
but that's what I'm saying. That's why there are horror stories where people are like, no, don't do it.
But I think in Indian industry too, like nobody likes us, nobody likes real estate agents, and it's because somebody's aunt
Some
got
have
screwed
bad-
over,
Yeah.
right?
Bad fame. Like,
So-
really like the name.
That's why not only for yourself but for your industry, like people need to start protecting and what they're doing a little bit more and having some more respect for what they do, right?
Yeah.
If you don't treat your job with respect, then nobody will respect you. Right?
Like for us, we want to have people happy, because if we don't want to screw someone over and they'll be like, don't do it. If we keep somebody happy, they'll be like, oh, word of mouth, hey, you know what? I'm saving money. Go with these guys. I've had it in my house for a couple of years and I love it, So we try to do, we help people, like we'll be straight up. You know what? Your bill's $100. Don't mess with it. Leave it.
Yeah.
If it's worth it, we'll tell you. If it's not, leave it alone.
If it's gonna be more cost
Yeah.
associated.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a crazy thing, like, because not only it's always changing, right?
Yeah.
So like you could do something and tell something and sell them a PPA, and then something new comes out, and then they're like, oh, you guys didn't tell me about this, but like it's such a fast changing
Yeah.
thing, like you didn't even know about it. Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the real estate market, right? Like we could sell the house today, and tomorrow the market could crash, and then they're gonna point fingers at us, but we don't know what's gonna
Yeah.
happen, right? But I think in that solar or energy field, it's even harder because there's like constant, like every 3 months something new or something changes.
Yeah.
It's technology.
Yeah. I mean, one of the good things too with our company and the PPA, say there's, I don't know, they come up with a new system in 5 years, and all the old systems don't work no more. Like my company has to come and change everything out, and
Yeah, see,
just
awesome.
and have them,
Up
ready
to
to
date.
go. Yeah, up to date. Exactly.
That's cool. Talking about up to date, I just got back from Arkansas and there's nothing up to date out there. It's crazy out there, man. It's so like wide open in terms of like people are living in the past. Not only on the gas prices, right? I posted on my Instagram story like $2 a gas, bro. Like what past is these people in? It's crazy. But like
The life is also
the
slow.
slow
But yeah, that goes along with $2 gallon gas goes along with
price.
$60,000 house.
Yeah.
But you know it's crazy? Like there's so much gap over there for housing prices. Like literally, we have or Jaman has some in contract for like 20 grand, right? So that's why we went out there to see kind of what the opportunities are, kind of get a feel of the neighborhoods. We drove around all day for like both days we were out there just looking around, and there's just so much opportunity. It's wide open. Like we're out here, we talk about all the time. Like if that house goes for sale, there's gonna be like 10 people knocking on the door, and it really depends like how the house looks, but no matter what, the house is gonna sell. Right out there, every other house is boarded up because they won't sell, or they're red flagged, or nobody wants to live there in the area. It's just it's like wide open opportunity, but you have to question why, right? Like because people are poor, there's no jobs, right? There's a lot of the people there are on Section 8, so it's like there's a business because of the economy, so there's opportunity because of the non-opportunity. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a sad thing. Like when I left there, I was like, "Damn, this place is kind of miserable." Right? It's like snowing. It's cold. Nobody's outside.
You wouldn't live there.
No, but so what I was talking about, like the range, right? So there's like $20,000 houses, and then there's like $1,500,000 houses, and it's like.
Like a block away.
I guess we have a range here, but I don't
Not
think it's
that
that
crazy.
Big,
crazy,
yeah.
right? Like the lowest price house that you're ever gonna see on the market here is like right now 500, 600 for a single family residence, and we're talking that's a burned down house
yeah.
that needs to be completely rebuilt, and you're pretty much buying the land, right? Over there, it's like there's a structure you could buy for $30,000, and then you put $30,000 into it, and you have $120,000 house, right? There's nothing like that here, and if there was, it would be like sold. Like the competition level is just so
That
crazy.
reminds me of that burned down flea infested house that we saw.
Oh yeah,
That was
nasty
over
one with the motorcycle in the.
900 grand.
Oh, that's in Claremont, like a couple blocks from it. It was like right by the Vons and stuff up there.
So over there, like you said, say you buy a $30,000 home and you make it into $120,000 home. Will it sell for that in
Well,
the
that's
area
the-
that it's at?
That's the problem is that there's not a lot of buyers, right? So you just have this asset that's worth $120,000. You know it is on paper. You could get it appraised and everything, but is there any? Can people afford to buy it? There's not jobs. Nobody's buying houses.
But what about the houses around? Are they all kind of the same shape, like ugly houses?
Which is
just left
crazy,
alone?
right? Because maybe that's why this is one of the areas that's kind of being targeted, because you'll drive around on one block like a ghost town, like scary. Like you don't want to be there. Every other house looks like the haunted mansion at Disneyland, like all boarded up and shit. But you go like 2 blocks over, and it's like some crazy concept houses, like made with containers and like super futuristic. So it's like it's being developed from like the ground level, right? And it's slowly like coming back. But it's crazy to see like a whole neighborhood that looks like a ghost town, because we don't have that out here, right? And it's like almost like you want to travel back in time and see, how that used to be, because these are big, beautiful, nice houses. At one time, that neighborhood was thriving. We're talking about like brick houses that look like every house look like a White House, and like they're empty, or they're like bums living in them. Or like it's crazy how people live. We went into some houses and like.
But that also makes you think this is why our houses are so expensive, because people want to
Be here. Yeah. Like
no one wants to be there.
it's something that me and Jamal were like talking about. Like people are so like what's the word, like wound up about the election and like who's gonna change what, right? right? Like here, it doesn't matter to us 'cause, like we live in paradise. Like this is amazing, right? But over there, like those little things, those little changes can make a huge impact on people's lives and like change the way that they're living. So it's crazy, like that, that on and off. But we're like, yeah, you need more than Trump out here, man. You need some love, something, somebody. And no offense to anybody that's from Little Rock, like I think it was like friendly to us. Everybody was nice.
How was the food?
The food was, I mean, it was all right, you know. But I just don't know if I could live there. It's like it's a crazy place.
Nobody wants to.
But the opportunities are there. So if you're looking for opportunity, you want to invest, hit up Jamal. He got some deals for you. And yeah, I mean, it's wide open out there. Like literally, we met a 25-year-old kid and his girlfriend. They moved there from New York, and they already own 15 houses in a year.
Damn.
Right? So like, if that's what you want to do, and you want to get into that business, like,
Look into lonely areas.
yeah, get out
Go
there.
out and buy a whole block.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody on the phone today, and they were like, Boise, Idaho. And I was like, Boise, Idaho. Yeah, my sister lives there. And your
that's
sister just bought a
another-
house, right? They're like,
that's
it's
correct.
about to blow up
They
like
say-
crazy
and it's
because they're
actually-
building
I feel
more
like
warehouses.
It's
And,
nice to live there, from what she said.
but that blew up during COVID, so like you kind of already missed. Granted, you could probably still find deals in the outskirts and all that, but like it already got expensive, right? And I feel like Little Rock might be one of those places where eventually they're gonna build it up again, because like you could see it, they're building stuff. It's just a lot of time, effort, and energy, and how much is your time, effort, and energy worth, right? It's kind of maybe we're spoiled living
I
out
told
here,
Glenn
right?
another
They are.
area that we should look into investing. I mean, not or just going to see what the house you might know, Lancaster, like
I
Palmdale.
know, yeah, no.
How are the houses there? Because it's also like I feel like it's a lonely area, not lonely, but it's less population, no, or is it growing?
I think the high desert blew up like a long time ago. I remember when I first got into real estate, you know, just browsing around on Zillow, looking at houses out there, and yeah, they were $100,000.
The only reason I
What
just
is
have
it- what
some
is a house
family
out there?
and, like,
Probably get something for about 5.
So like it's like a Hemet. It's
so
like a
It's like
Hemet.
a heaven.
Temecula,
Yeah,
Hemet,
it's like,
okay.
you know,
I
those
thought it
areas
was
There's a
are-
lot of new build out
It's in
there.
the middle of nowhere, though, right?
That's what I
It's
mean.
not-
It's like
the thing is,
if
a
you're
lot of
trying to go to
people
Arkansas,
commute.
might as well check out Lancaster.
Yeah, a lot of people commute from that high desert area
To LA.
into LA
Yeah,
to-
I know
to
a
work,
bunch
you know?
of people that work
Yeah,
with me. That's what they would do.
can't afford LA
That's
anymore.
what,
'Cause,
that's what I mean. A lot of people
it's
go
out here.
there. I have family there. That's why I told him we should just go browse to see what's out there.
Yeah, and I think all of these like surrounding areas that are popping up, like Hemet has all these new build housing, right? And there's gonna be opportunity there. It's just how much effort and time do you want to put into like farming these areas and like And
it's
for
cheaper
someone
than
like-
flying to-
for someone like Jaman, who's a wholesaler and like he wants to find a lot of deals, this is a golden ticket for him, right? Because he finds he talks to people that want to sell their houses every week. Here in San Diego, you call someone like, hey, you want to sell your house? Yeah, give me $5 million. Like
That's
literally,
so, yeah.
people know the value of their homes here.
Oh, they're
So
like,
the-
yeah, I'll take 20,000.
Yeah, exactly. It's like holding gold bars versus holding like pennies. You know what I mean? It's that's literally the difference. So it's crazy out there. I'm glad I went. It was a big eye-opening experience. We still might do a deal or 2 or 3, you know, just because we have that avenue of finding the deals, and there's money to be made, right? So I just it's a place that I don't know like I'd ever want to live or go back. You know, so it's crazy. Maybe
Well, tell
it's
him the
maybe
story
see
about
it.
your grandpa. He's from there.
Well, yeah. So when I was out there, my cousin messaged me like, "What are you doing in Arkansas?" And I was like,
That's where Jones' last name comes from.
"Jonesboro. There's a city." Yeah, but so my grandpa, he grew up there, and he joined the military to get the hell out
Or
of
the
that
Navy,
place,
right?
right? Or he joined the Navy to get out of there,
He
right?
went to Japan.
Yeah, and that's where he went to Japan and met my grandma. But my cousin was like, "Why are you doing there?" Like our grandpa
Like,
left
get out
there,
of
you
there.
know. Like, it's funny though. You never know. Like
Looking around, yeah.
there's all kinds of signs in life, and like finding your way. You know, sometimes you have to do construction for 20 years before you find solar.
Or you have to be where did you start landscaping?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't find real estate.
I
Right? So
forgot
I
you
did
cut
I did all
grass.
kinds of stuff before I found real estate, and like, you know, me and Jamal was talking about is like
You have to
literally
start somewhere.
that, and you had to follow the signs. Like there was a reason for us going out there, right? Like we didn't just end up in Arkansas because you know we wanted to have a couple. Me and Jamana Like you have to look at like we went out there to save ourselves from losing money, right? Or there's more opportunity out there, and like this is what we have to make of it, right? And in that sense, like I'm happy for you finding something else that you want to do, and I support you however I can. So we'll get some. If you need solar, reach out to Marvin. He's your guy. He's my guy. I trust him. So
Thank you. Appreciate it.
it goes a long way, right?
Yeah.
And he's gonna take care of you, not rip you off, not try to upsell you, right? So those are the important things, you know.
Always go with someone refers, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, cause that comes
You
back on
never
me.
know.
So if he rips you off, it's gonna be mad at me.
You know where you live?
And I know where he lives.
We have a good referral program too. So refer me and you get paid.
How much?
refer, you get paid.
Yeah.
Do you
If you refer me somebody and they get solar with us, the panel system, you'll get $1,000 cash
Oh, wow.
once the panels are on your roof.
That's really good. That's good.
Cash money.
There's probably somebody out there that's just gonna make a business off referring you. Like, I'll refer you 40 people. That's 40 grand a year, and that's a good income.
They could do that, yeah, all day.
Jackie's a referral
Referral specialist.
my sister.
So yeah, if you're watching this, share
You want
share.
$1,000?
Share. Remember to subscribe. We're missing Carlos this week.
Press the little finger. Right. Oh no, that's YouTube.
We're missing Carlos this
Press
week.
like.
Oh,
Yeah, like,
Know what I
subscribe,
meant.
hit the little bell,
Bell.
No, I didn't.
comment, right?
Like,
We're still gonna be giving out a TV to some of our watchers, so make sure you keep commenting on our videos.
how many likes do I need to beat the record for your other video?
Oh, I don't know the likes. We had like 100 watchers.
100
We're trying,
views.
so we have like 83 subscribers. We have to get to 1,000 subscribers to be monetized. So,
we'll get there.
so if you want some solar cells, get us some
I'm
subscribers.
gonna have to get subscribers. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a fun week. I'm back. I'm happy to be home in San Diego, and the San Diego market is pumping. There's a lot of deals going on.
The rates are done, you said?
Rates had dropped a little bit today, and we hope that trend continues. It gets a little bit more friendly. But no matter what, San Diego is always gonna be. Look at the beautiful sunshine outside. It's not snowing. There's no ghost walkers walking around or day walkers.
There's some guys that work. So we're in 39 states, and we have a big group message, the whole company, right? Like everywhere. And this guy posts every day. He's in New Jersey, bro, in the snow, out there trying to make a buck, bro. Yeah, knocking. And they're like, "Oh, you guys are like spoiled out there. Like, yeah, you're in the
We don't even
winter."
know.
Yeah.
Because they're actually
Like,
literally
literally-
in the snow.
Literally,
Oh,
like
yeah, like the
you
open
guys do
house?
not know how bad it could be if
Other places.
you haven't been other places, and that's like that eye-opening experience.
Well, that's why they say travel, so you're grateful for what you have.
Yeah, I mean, and every time we go somewhere, we're like, damn, like I just want to go home. I miss San
Yeah.
Diego, right?
You always miss home.
So that's gonna keep increasing the prices in San Diego. Come spring, after an election, we already talked about this, 5 to 10% your home prices. So you know, we gotta buy some houses.
Yeah, I need to
Set
make
that
some
goal.
make some sales so I could buy a house out here. So
Yeah,
you
house or a
guys
little
subscribe.
condo.
I need to get some sales. I need to buy a house out here.
Subscribe.
Yeah, I want to keep buying houses here. I think buying houses here is better than buying houses in Little Rock, Arkansas. I mean, there's a business for it, right? If that's your business, and I think it could be a business, just because of opportunity. But literally buying a house here is buying a brick of gold, and you know, you take that with a grain of salt. But I would say keep investing in San Diego. It's only gonna go up. You go someplace like that, you come back, and you're like, I'll buy that house, buy that house, buy that house. You just keep stacking up and play Monopoly.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Let's get you a house. Let's get you something. Let's get you a condo here. Something.
Yeah, something nice.
You guys have anything to end it?
No, I mean,
Buy some solar.
yeah, buy some solar.
And
Leg-
excited for the time change finally.
Yeah, legacy
You'll
power.
Be able to stay
Yeah,
door knocking later.
that's a big deal. Yeah.
Well, not
'cause-
only that, but it generates more solar power, more usage, and
Yeah.
everybody's bill goes up during the summer, right?
That's true, yeah, that's
Yeah, AC. everybody's blasting AC. It's only getting harder and
So
harder
the
here.
time to buy solar is now before your bill starts going up. The
Why?
time to buy a house is now before the
Rates
before
go
the purchase price goes up. Doesn't it get more expensive? I think that's good for today. Till next week.
Stay connected.
Stay connected.
Stay connected.
Okay.